Hey guys, it's Chris here for another day of the regular Chris. My name's Chris, I'm a regular guy posting regular videos. I look really tired in the screen. I've just stolen my wife's selfie stick to do this video. This is my daughter AJ. She's been up all day, keeping us awake, keeping us on our toes. It's been a busy day. I've been doing client work all day, as I said I would be doing, so it's been pretty boring. I'm checking in with you guys at 9 o'clock at night, just because I don't really see the point of updating you guys with the same thing that I do all the time. So I figured I'm going to mix it up a bit, and I want to show you guys some of my favourite records. Follow me into the studio. Okay, this is going to be really interesting as I hold a baby while I do this, but let's see how I go. Although it's small, I've only just started my record collection since Christmas last year, thanks to Jazz buying me my first record player and my first couple of vinyl albums. And since then, my collection has grown. Let's check them out, shall we? To start things off, this was one of the very first records I ever got. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Push the Sky Away. One of my favourite albums from the past year or so. I actually got it in a collector's edition when it first came out, not that long ago. It was one of the last CDs I ever bought. One of the main reasons I wanted to start collecting records was because I got rid of all my CDs because I had an absolute abundance and I never listened to them anymore. So I donated them all to the Salvos, but after getting one particular album, which I'll show you next, sparked the new love that is my record collection. Now, not many people are going to know who this is. This is Mandy Kane. He's an alternative artist from Melbourne, Australia. He debuted about the time I was in high school, so nearly 12 or so years ago. He recently launched a Kickstarter a couple of years ago to re-release his album in vinyl and also fund his new EP called I Forget at the moment, but it's awesome. I paid good money. This was actually the first vinyl I ever owned. That's a lie. We can go further back. The first record I ever owned, Marilyn Manson's I'm a Goddamn Motherfucking Geddon. Excuse the French, but I originally bought this when it came out as a pre-order on his website. Purely bought it as a collector's item. I have since opened it and listened to it. I can't say it's one of my favourite songs, but it's a cool little collector's item. And when I think back, this is what actually started the collection. Not intended to get me into records, just as a collector's item itself. But look where it got me. But to finish this off, this was his reimagined album, the album he originally wanted to create until the studios took over. And this is the track listing the way he always wanted it to be. One of my favourite albums, and probably one of my first record loves, purely because it was one of my first records. Although this isn't my favourite album, this is still a really cool one. Jack White's Lazaretto. If you guys haven't heard it or know who he is, Jack White is one of the main members of the White Stripes, who did one of my first favourite albums when I was a teenager called Elephant. I'm sure you remember the song they did, Seven Nation Army, which was very popular. This is his solo record, and he released this on what he calls the Ultra LP. Now, this has some really cool special features. I won't go too far in depth, but check out on the internets, while you're on the YouTubes, Jack White, Lazaretto, Ultra LP, and check it out. It's got some really cool features, including a little hologram on the vinyl, which is super impressive. So, I won't bore you for too much longer, but this is one of my favourite albums ever. And as most of you know, I'm a massive Nick Cave fan, and this is one of the many vinyls that I actually own of Nick Cave's. This is Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Murder Ballads. One of the best albums I've ever listened to. Had it on repeat many, many times, with such awesome hits as Where the Wild Roses Grow and Staggerly. Highly recommend it. Check it out. Now, this one's probably not one of my most favourite albums, but definitely one of my most cherished. I scored this one at a garage sale for about $4, and I've got to say I'm pretty stoked. One of the original pressings of the original Star Wars soundtrack, double LP. I've got to say, considering how old it is and how cheap it was, the quality of these vinyls are amazing, and, well, you just can't go wrong with a little bit of John Williams. Highly recommend if you can track it down. I'm sure there's a ton of reprints out there. That's where I'm going to leave it though. So those are a few of my records, at least a few of my favorites, and there's still plenty more, so I will definitely do another video showing them down the track. So that's me for today. This is AJ, my little daughter. She's getting bigger every day. It's ridiculously crazy. And she's certainly keeping us on our toes, that's for sure. I hope you liked today's video. Something different for you guys, so it's not all art related. But in saying that, I've picked up a few more commissions, which is awesome, so I'm going to be keeping super busy for the next few days. Thank you guys for commissioning me. For everyone else, there's still prints available on the Murderous Gert print. Check it out in the links below. My name's Chris. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. This has been the regular Chris, and this is my regular goodbye. Bye, everybody. Bye.